Hello everyone, I am but one nerd in the universe, and today I'd like to start up a little Let's Play project. The game I'm going to be playing today is a Nippon Ichi game, one of my favorite game companies known for their various role-playing series. The game I'm going to be playing is Disgaea Afternoon of Darkness. This is actually the PSP port of the original PlayStation 2 game. It was released a few years after the PS2 version, and I believe they added a few things. I think they added an extra mode, maybe another ending or so, something like that. But generally, it's a better port. Plus, it's portable, so you know everyone likes that. But let's go ahead and get it started.
King Krzyzewski, the mighty ruler of the Netherworld.
I like how many K's are in his name.
His long reign came to an abrupt end as the news of his death spread throughout the Dark Land. Ambitious demons rose one after another to seize the opportunity. And thus began the age of turbulence and anarchy. 2 years later,
Mild seizure warning here. Those PS2 graphic flames.
Brat just won't wake up. Well, if that's the case, there's only one thing left to do.
Let him sleep? Oh,
What
kill him.
fool dares awaken me, the great Laharl?
I like how many L's and A's are in his name.
Prince, I'm glad you're still alive.
She says it so sarcastically, I love it.
Who said I was dead? I was just taking a nap.
A dirt nap.
Anyways, why are all those weapons behind you?
It's obvious she is an avid weapon collector.
Well, I was having a hard time waking you up.
So I thought I'd kill you
Are you
instead.
sure you weren't trying to kill me instead?
Oh, I mean, yes. I just wanted to wake you up.
At least she's honest.
Whatever. So, what is it? You better have a good reason for waking me up.
Oh, yeah. Big news. Your father, King Krzyzewski, has died.
He's dead.
In what? When?
2 years ago.
Wait a second.
Waiting.
So, you're telling me that I've been sleeping for over 2 years?
Yep.
Yep.
Yup. Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
She tried.
Excuse me, but what do you think I've been doing all this time?
Waiting for the opening cinematic to play through.
The Netherworld has gone to hell while you were sleeping. It's not my fault if some other demon steals the title of Overlord.
What? Have they forgotten whose title they're trying to steal?
Maybe they never knew.
How bold of them! I shall show no mercy, for I am Laharl, the rightful heir to the throne!
That laugh.
Your humble vassal Etna will accompany you.
Etna joined your party. Oh, it's a party now.
Episode 1, Prince of the Netherworld.
The cheery music. Can we examine these weapons actually? A cool looking drill. A lovely morning star. Not a single round left. Nice sword, but it's chipped. Told you she was a weapon collector. Alright, so here we're in the overworld. The overworld for the first Disgaea game. This is Horus Castle. Or I suppose technically it's King Krzyzewski's castle, but he's kind of dead. So we'll call it the Horus Castle. Here's Manti. It's just like you, Prince, taking a 2-year nap. Only planned on napping for about 10 days. Something's not right. You think? All the royal vassals left the castle shortly after the king died. Even with me still around? Well, you were sleeping. They must have forgotten about you. They didn't even bother to check his room. Oh well, looks like I wasted my time digging that grave for you. I'll put you in that grave instead. Though that was a very considerate thing. I mean, someone else would have had to dig it if she didn't dig it. Under construction. Please come back later. You don't look like you're working very hard on it. In order to prevent intruders, I have closed all the gates. Please talk to the dimensional gatekeeper if you'd like to leave the castle. Yeah, whatever. You probably just didn't want to watch the gate. And you're probably right. Good morning, Prince. How are you feeling? Couldn't be worse. My body feels really stiff from sleeping too much. Why don't you break the fourth wall on the tutorial map? Go see the dimensional gatekeeper and she'll send you there. I feel a breeze, dude. This castle is getting old. Well, thanks for the negative criticism there, Prinny. That was much needed. Tutorial. Items can be purchased at the Rose and Queen Company Netherworld branch. Each character can equip up to 4 items. A character can equip 1 weapon and 3 other items, such as armor. Monsters can only equip weapons from the Monster-Only Weapons category. It is best to equip a weapon that suits a character's inherent strengths. Now, what they mean by that is, you go into status, we'll choose Laharl. You can see that he has a list of weapon mastery. You see he has an A with fist, an A with sword, an A with spears, an A with the bow. He only has a C with guns, an A with axes, and only a B with stabs. And Etna has a B with fists, B with swords, A with spears, B with a bow, C with a gun, A with an axe, and B with stabs. Now, each character has a certain weapon type that is generally considered canonical to be their main weapon type. For Laharl, it's the sword. For Etna, it's the spear. Now, generally, I personally like to keep it that way because it usually makes sense in my head. The weapons they give the characters usually fits them, at least in my mind. I keep the Netherworld's records. Here you may view the history of the Netherworld. If you get an item, it will be recorded and won't disappear, even if you get rid of it. Though this is just a record, it might be useful to you as a guide. Records aren't worth any money or anything, but they can be fun. How I use my records depends on you, so what do you wish to do? So yeah, we can go in, you can go into weapons, see what percentage of each type of weapon you collected, what percentage of the common, rare, or legend ranks you've collected. Same with armor, belts, shoes, orbs, glasses, muscle. And those from belts, shoes, orbs, glasses, and muscle are all special types of equipment. They're not weapons or armor, they're accessories pretty much. And I'll explain each of those as we get one. And etc. Which is etc. Symbols. These are items that are equipped as accessories, just like you would armor or belt or glasses. And they generally raise all of your stats a little bit. Not as much as other items would, but they raise all of them. Use is for like healing items, SP healing items, special. They're all locked. The dark record, your playtime, round number, how much damage you've done, total damage, geo combos, we'll talk about that when we get to them, and friendly kills. Enemies killed, max level, reincarnation, we'll talk about that later, character creation rate, talk about that later. The item world, we'll get to that as well, it's just not relevant right now. The collection book, you can scroll through the list of classes you have unlocked to create characters from the game, and the mighty Prinny. There's always someone better. You should keep working hard. That's kind of insulting, but driving at the same time. Tutorial for beginners. There are many features in this game, like the Dark Assembly and the item world. Ask the appropriate people for more info. Don't worry, you can still beat the game with minimal knowledge. So, if we talk to the adorable Plenaire here, Assembly is currently not in session. Hence us being in the tutorial section of the game, we can't really use the Dark Assembly yet until it's pointed out to us that we can. Bianca runs the Netherworld Hospital. Here, we'll treat your wounds and heal any and all damage you may have taken. We will, of course, charge you accordingly, because, of course, demons have to have the money. It doesn't matter. There's no free health insurance here in the Netherworld. You can earn prizes based on total HP and SP that have been recovered, so please go get thrashed in battle. We hope to see your Pokemon again, which, of course, no one needs healing right now, so there's no need. Eat, sleep, and do anything you want all day. It's so good to be a demon. Have you ever thought of working for me? Of course not. this is the Item World Gateway Center. We're not open yet. So yeah, we'll get to her when we get to her. Welcome to the Rose and Queen Company Netherworld branch. I suggest you equip weapons that are well suited for each character. Equip a warrior with the sword, his level of weapon mastery will quickly rise. You can have characters use weapons that are not best for them, but their weapon mastery will rise at a slower rate. Regardless of a character's ability with the sword, sword special techniques cannot be used unless the sword is equipped. It's best to focus on each character's specialty to start with. So here we can buy weapons of all the different types, but I'm not going to buy any right now. I'm instead going to go over here and buy some armor. Welcome to the Rose and Queen Company Netherworld branch. We here at Rose and Queen work hard day and night to offer a selection of merchandise that customers want. Our selection is constantly changing. If you don't find something you want, try coming back at a later time. Just take your time. So here we have all the various armors we can get at this point in the game. Consumable items, HP, SP, restoring, cures ailments, the fairy dust, stealing hands, which are used for stealing items from other enemies. I generally don't go for those, but it might be something I toy around with. And here we have what are known as residents. These are, I believe they were residents in the first game. They might be called innocents. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head, but they are kind of neutral beings that live inside the item world of an item. And depending on if you defeat them and capture them, it can change the item in ways. Also, as you said, their selection is constantly changing. So if you don't see something you like, you can just go out. But since we got 300 hell, let's go ahead and buy... this looks good. Adds 5 HP and some defense. And I've still got 70 left. I'll take this. And this. So to equip those, you just go to the equip screen. Who has lower defense, actually? Etna's got much lower defense, so I'll give her the bulletproof vest. I'll give Laharl this amulet, and I'll give Etna the other amulet. That puts them relatively close in terms of defense. Have you saved yet? When you want to save, press triangle to open the menu and select save. You can only save in the Overlord's Castle. Once you've entered an area map, there's no turning back, so be careful. So like they said, the only options once you've entered a map is to just quit to the title screen, or lose and be forced to the title screen for a game over, or finish the stage, pretty much. So as they said, you can go into the save menu, right here to the save option. It's pretty standard. It's the same as saving in any other game. You just save. It's a feature to record your progress. See, I remember back in the day when games had passwords and such, but you youngsters might not get that. So anyways, with that being said, that clears the Overlord's Castle tutorial section of our tour. So that's about all I can do in this first video, you know, upload limits and all that. So I'll see you guys in the next one, where we'll start the actual tutorial strategy RPG elements section of the game. And I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful day.